Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Authentic Info Podcast. I am your host, Admire Sandile Chauk. Today we're going to speak about the highlights of the EFF and EFF leader, CIC Julius Malema, on the 16th of June 2023. This was our Youth Day. We're also going to look at the key points on his Times Live interview before he went to speak in Durban on the 16th of June. One of the highlights was that in his interview with Times Live, the CIC Julius Malema was asked if he is talking to some of the former ANC members or leaders, looking at the fact that the ANC released a statement publicly telling us that they have expelled their former SG Ace Makgashule. And the EFF is said to be with talks with Ace Makgashule. Now, the CIC, Julius Malema, confirmed this to be true. And he said it is not only Ace Makgashule who he is talking to. He is speaking to a lot of leaders. We have seen Jimmy Manyi joining the EFF officially, and it has been announced through various platforms of the party that he is part of the EFF. Now, the interviewer of Times Live asked the CIC if he is talking to former President Zuma. He said we cannot rule him out, but he cannot give us the names. But they said that a lot of people will be shocked on the 29th of July about the number of new members with high profile that the EFF is going to officially announce. On that point, they also mentioned that he see no need to have a person of high caliber, for example, like Jimmy Manyi, to be on the branches. He says that if you have such quality, you need to put that quality where it fits. If Jimmy Manyi is fit to be an MP, he has to be an MP, and he must be afforded that opportunity so that the EFF, based on the views of its leader, so that it doesn't lose quality material. He says that if you join that party with a certain skill, the party is going to strategically position you so that you can execute duties related to your skills. So it was an interesting interview because when I check, it says that the EFF has not been growing that much in Free State and in Northwest and Mpumalanga. But it says these provinces are coming to the party. So I am of the view that maybe the CIC, since he's talking to Ace Makgashule, the former Secretary General of the ANC, maybe want to infiltrate Free State. That is my view. Maybe he want to infiltrate Free State since the former SG has served for quite some time in the Free State and he has a strong hold there. We have seen over the weekend the current SG of the ANC, Fikile Mbalula, he was booed because he wanted to speak in Free State, if I'm not mistaken. So the people did not receive him very well. The masses did not receive him very well that side. So it seems like the CIC is coming up with a strategy to infiltrate these provinces using their own people. So it's something that I think is very strategic, and I think maybe it might work. I mean, it is way easier to vote for someone who you know than for someone to be imposed on you, even if you love the party. If its leader is someone who has never been tested, now it's quite tricky. He also mentioned and stated that the EFF is now government because he says that its members are now serving in council, they are now MMCs, they are serving in various portfolios and he thinks that they are doing very well. One of the reasons that he says that why the EFF is contesting very actively when it comes to by-elections is that they want to test the skills of the leaders who they have. So these leaders must contest, must fight, and win, the small wards so that they can display leadership, which I think in part of preparation for the 2024 national elections is one of the good strategies for the party. He also mentioned the fact that they are doing good in metros, focusing on their portfolios. They are doing very well as per the results based on statistics, comparing them to the previous leadership and things like that. He also spoke on coalition government. He says that he is willing to work with any political party in opposition. But being questioned on why does he sometimes work with the ANC, he said that sometimes what the other opposition party provides does not meet the demands of the cardinal pillars of the EFF. So sometimes he is left with no option but to vote for or with the ANC. Now, fast forward, looking at his speech on Friday, on the 16th of June. I think these were two events in one. They were celebrating Youth Day, and they were also continuing to celebrate in preparation of the official 10-year anniversary which will be held in FNB on the 29th of July, 2023. Now, some of the highlights in Durban, he spoke about the way they are going to defeat the ANC. It was some sort of a continuation of the celebrations of the 10 years anniversary of the EFF. The message was still the same, conscientizing people, preparing them for government in waiting, which is the EFF in 2024, as the CIC says. He was speaking very boldly and emphasizing the fact that there are no permanent enemies in politics, even quoting the president of the EFF Student Command, where he says that he has to be very careful when he debate his peers, because everything that his peers speak about is Malema. And he even confirmed that indeed the EFF is now popular than its leader. So it's not about the CIC, it's about the party. He emphasized that point. So a lot of people were expecting him maybe to unveil some of the former leaders of the ANC to be there present in Durban. But we were surprised to see Ngizwe Mkhunu, who took to the stage to thank the CIC. But he also mentioned that there are some things that he did not agree with the CIC. And I suspect maybe he meant that the CIC has been very vocal in removing former President Zuma from power. But he says in most of the things that the CIC speaks and stands for, he agrees. He even asked he even asked the CIC to shake hands. He said it was the first time meeting him personally where he wanted to shake his hand. He even exchanged those traditional Zulu attires with the CIC. He gave him something to fit on his head and some sort of a cloth. So that was a warm welcome for him. And the CIC emphasized that they are seeing growth coming from KwaZulu-Natal, something which they did not expect. So those were the highlights. I know I might have omitted a lot of things, but when you check the EFF social media accounts, even on YouTube, it's there. The speech is there. You can go and watch to get the fully fledged speech. These were just the highlights. You can also check the Times Live YouTube account. I think the interview is there, where you can get all the facts or everything about the interview. So thank you for watching. We are back. We are going to be talking about everything, the highlights of the weekends, the highlights in sports, politics, and everything. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.